Hello and welcome. I'm going to try and do a little segment today. The idea for this is some 3D modeling stuff, but regular 3D modeling is a little bit boring. You can find that too many places. So we're going to try and make it as scuffed as possible. And Alex is going to give me an idea of a model to try and replicate, except I don't know what that is. And he's going to try and give me instructions the best he can, and I'm going to try and make it.
Absolutely not the best I can.
It'll be more entertaining that way. Hello and good morning, Alex.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm a little tired. I mentioned this to you just a couple minutes ago, but I haven't been up this early. It's only 10 o'clock, but I haven't been up this early in a while. I have very late classes this semester, so.
So do I, but I still wake up at 8 o'clock.
Ew.
What do you mean, ew? 8 o'clock is a perfectly good time to wake up.
It's a responsible time to wake up.
Especially when your first class is at 1 p.m.
Ew.
I'm being slandered already.
You are being slandered.
You can tell how good the instructor is going to be.
You're a better man than I for waking up that early, but.
All right, so how many things are you thinking of doing right now?
That depends on how complex they are.
The real question is how I'm going to instruct you on doing these, rather than just, it is a big rectangle in front of big other rectangle.
I mean, if that's how it goes, then that'll be dumb and hopefully entertaining. I think it'll be even more fun if you give me really bad instructions and then I figure out a much better way to do it after I've already done it, and then I have to restart completely to do it. I think that'll be funny.
That would be pretty funny, yeah.
Okay, do you have an idea for me?
I have one idea for you, yeah.
Okay. Alex Shenanigans.
Perfect name.
Yes, perfect name indeed. This will test both you and me to see if I can even remember how to use this program. My personal drug of choice is OnShape. It's an entirely browser-based software. That's why I like it. Anyways, let me quit messing around. Okay. Now give me your best instruction.
All right. So do you want me to give the entire instruction at once, or do you want me to start on a part of the thing?
Just tell me a thing. Tell me a.
All right. It's got So the object in question's got at least in the upper portion, it's got a big spherical orb at the top, and it's got a hat on top, like a Yankee with no brim type of hat.
Oh, this is
is that a good enough instruction for you?
This is going to be so scuffed, and I love it. And then you said it's got an orb?
Yeah, it's like an orb on top, and it's got a little hat on the top.
So it's an orb, and then it also has a Yankee with no brim.
Yeah.
Okay. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. Yeah, we'll do a center point circle here. We'll make a big orb, and then Yankee with no brim. Go up there, and then we will make. Oh, that needed to be a construction line. I'm forgetting how to make a 3-point circle. Blah, blah. Blah. That's bad. Hold on. Let me go back and do that again. If I scroll in here, can I get that's the wrong way. View normal. No.
I think it would help if you modeled the orb first and then tried the hat.
Well, you see, that's not how this works. I have to do the sketch. So
so you have to do the whole thing before you 3D?
Kind of. I mean, I can go back and change it, but it's helpful to do most of it just off rip. Okay. So point right there, and then we'll do a construction line over here to make sure it's even. And now we can make our Yankee with no brim. There we go. Okay.
All right, perfect. So are you done with the top?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, the bottom portion. It's it's a cylindrical base, but it's flared out a little bit. and there's like a flat panel on the front of it as well.
Okay, so like how big is the base? Like when you say like flare base,
It's not much. It's not. The neck is smaller than the orb, but the base is not much bigger than the orb.
okay, is the whole thing like one big piece, or is there like a
Yes.
neck and then a base?
There's one. It's one big piece.
Okay, okay. Cool. We'll do what we did before, and we'll make some points to work with here. There we go. And then we'll do the same out here. We'll give ourselves a construction line to work with. And the base is not much bigger than the orb, is what we said. I'm going to give myself plenty of sketching lines here. So that would be the orb. That would be the as big as the orb, and then if we go a little bit farther out,
Yeah, it's not much farther out.
how big are we gonna make this? We'll just give it a 25. Make it a nice even length. And we'll make this one, make that one 25 as well. And then from there, bam, 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 bam. Okay. Is that all there is to this?
No.
Okay.
Final thing.
Okay.
On that base,
Okay.
there is a rectangular panel with a kind of screw in the middle.
Okay. So this whole thing is like cylindrical in nature.
Yes.
Orb, cone, Yankee, that's also an orb.
Yeah.
And then this panel, is this like inset into the... Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think I can work with that.
Yeah. And above that screw, there's just like a little circular hole.
I think I know what this is.
You probably do at this point. You'll probably, and even if you're not that sure, you'll probably model it a little more, and then it'll be like, oh, that's what this is. Okay.
I do believe I know what this is. There's that guy. Okay, we have a screw type mechanism, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to make this like super detailed, so I'm just gonna make the screwy-esque mechanism another rectangle,
Yep, that's fine.
about like that.
Yeah, that's about right.
And then there's something about like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So now is the time where we say that's a good sketch, and we try and make this into a physical thing. We will revolve, and we'll revolve that guy, and that guy. And the revolve axis, we'll do it right around this little center line here. It didn't work. Would create self-intersecting part.
I mean, you did do everything on just like the front plane.
Yeah, that's fine. It should work.
Should work.
Yes, it should. Do I need to like select all of these and then call it good? No. Why aren't you working? Full. Okay, well, instead of doing full revolve, we'll do a 180, and I think that'll do it. So I think the problem is that it's, like I said, self-intersecting. Why are you still broken? It hasn't been that long since I've done this. Hold on. Let me go fix the sketch. Maybe there's something wrong with this. Okay, if I throw...
I mean, is it maybe that part up there?
I'm just going to throw a line down the whole center of this, and then call that good. And then for our revolve... Actually, we're just going to delete this. Delete. And we're going to try it again. Revolve. And we'll only select one, like, half of this to do. Okay. Then the revolve axis is going to be this line here. There we go.
Hey, there we
that
go.
worked. Okay, so there's our guy. With his little Yankee with no brim. I believe it's a little too tall for what this is supposed to be, but that's okay. That's okay. And then screw it on this. Screw it on the revolve. Hello. Why can't I select this surface? Hello? I'm so confused.
You look like you're having an easier time going off of my bad instructions versus just battling the computer.
Yeah, basically. Okay, there we go. And then we remove this in the other direction. Hold on. Remove all of this in the opposite direction. Call that good. That didn't work. No merge scope select. Oh yeah, I forgot to select that it also affects part 1. Well, that's half of it. This is exactly as scuffed as I was hoping it would be, and I'm loving it. Can I also... There we go. Let me just select all of that. Perfect. Now that's got a big old chunk out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do another extrude. And we're going to do another remove. And we're going to select this guy. And we're going to inset it just like a little bit. Depth of like 1 millimeter. Call that good. I still didn't select a merge scope. Why do I keep forgetting to do this? Okay, affect that part. And then for the screw, as you described it, we'll extrude that like 5. No, that's really big. It's like 2. There we go. Okay. Now, I think I should have had that come out actually, and not like set it in.
I think so.
But you know what? It's too late to turn back now. Alex, give me Gumball Machine.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice.
I have the picture right here. I'll send it to you later so you can actually put it like on the screen.
I love it. That's amazing. I don't think I did too bad. That's a Gumball Machine.
Do you see what I was talking about with like Yankee with no brim?
It really kind of is like a Yankee with no brim. I do see what you were talking about. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hold on. What did I just see? Hold on. Let's go. My class got canceled.
Nice.
I don't have personal finance today.
Nice.
Alex shenanigans. Dude.
Okay. All right.
Give it to me.
All right. This one I think is going to be significantly harder for the both of us.
Okay.
All right. So
We've had our warm up. We're good.
all right. So we're gonna start with the back half of this thing. All right. So basically, it's a big box
Okay.
with smaller boxes, or at least smaller like rectangles dotted around it.
Okay. So we have a rectangle. We'll make a rectangle. We'll make it nice and big. Okay. Tell me where to tell me where to put like a couple rectangles so I can just get a feel for
All
where
right.
this is at.
So this is the back, correct?
Yes.
Whoops, I bumped
We're looking at it from the back.
All right, cool. There's from the very back, there's one rectangle at the upper half.
Is it extending off of the rectangle or into the rectangle?
Not really either. It's just kind of there.
What does that mean?
I suppose for the purpose of this, you could probably put it a little bit inward.
Is that
Sure, why not?
okay? What are these instructions? Okay. So, what next?
All right, so
More of these rectangles?
yeah. Do you want to move over to the sides now?
Okay, the sides?
Yeah.
Okay. Where at on this side?
All right, so there's so we're looking at the back now. We're looking at maybe like we're like turning around, maybe looking at like the left side. We're looking at 2 rectangles on the side of this thing.
Is the main body of the thing like a box?
Yes.
Okay. I can deal with that a little bit more now. So I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna solidify that sketch plane. I'm gonna make a new one. Are we looking at it from the left side or the right side?
Right now, right.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
And this rectangle is probably gonna be longer than the one you did for the back.
Okay, so this thing is wider.
Wider.
Okay. Wider than it is deep.
Yes.
Or no, it would be longer than it is wide.
Yes.
Okay, so it extends more in that direction.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So starting from the rightmost edge, there are 2 rectangles inside of this rectangle.
What does this mean? Okay, we're looking at a box. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Which side of the box are we looking at right now?
The right side.
The right side. Okay.
The right side.
And on that right side, where is this other box located?
From the rightmost edge. Go in from that edge, and that should be 1 rectangle. Go further to the left, that should be that rectangle.
Okay, so this right edge.
Yes.
Okay, so the back right edge. Okay, we'll do a corner rectangle here, and we're just gonna throw a rectangle there.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's another one inset from that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like over a little bit to the side, and then another one.
Okay. Stick something on the table. Okay, and then we'll do like another rectangle here, and then like another one.
Oh, not that one. There's only 2.
Okay, there's only 2.
All right, yeah.
Gotcha.
And below the first rectangle, there's a little arm-like protrusion with like a panel on top.
Okay, there's an arm-like protrusion. Where does
it's
that?
small though.
Where is that arm-like protrusion extending into? Does that like extend towards us?
Outward.
Okay. So I'll make a little circle.
I think it would be quite strange if it would be inward. When I finally tell you what this object is.
Okay.
Want to move over to the left side?
Okay, we'll spin this guy around.
It's basically the same thing as the right, but actually you kind of have it the way it is now.
Okay, so it's mirrored.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. That makes it better.
All right,
we can kind of keep that.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second, and I'm going to actually make this a physical object.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. First off, I need to define some of these sketch things so that these are going to line up correctly. So how big is that? We're going to call you 60. And then we're going to, bam, go to our other sketch. And we're going to call, I forgot which dimension I defined. Okay, origin to top. Okay. And so from the origin to the top is, again, 60. There we go. Because then those will actually meet and we can actually do things with that. Going to extrude, and we're going to do this. And we'll just say 25, that's fine. And actually we're going to go and change that extrude. Going to make it in, blind.
I don't know if you're planning to change this. I do believe it should be significantly wider than that.
Okay.
Like probably about as wide as the back.
That was the plan.
Okay, good. That was a good neck crack.
Nice. Okay, and then we'll mess with the back now. We will hide the part, and then we will... Okay, and then I made that part 100, so we're going to define this part as 100. Okay, there we go. So, we have this part. Are those 2 rectangles out how they should be? Are they like punched out, or are they like inset a little bit?
They're inset a little bit. There shouldn't be a hole.
Okay, there shouldn't be a hole. Gotcha. I will fix that then. We'll do another extrude on these two planes. We will make it symmetric, and we will put it at 90. So we will give that a 10 millimeter little offset.
That looks pretty good so far.
Okay, okay. And then that also shouldn't be a hole. That was supposed to extend out farther.
Yes.
So
Only a little bit further, though. Not too much.
Okay, so we'll say like 120. Like that.
Yeah.
What are we making? Okay, and there was a little guy up here.
Yes.
Where is that at on this thing? Is it like back here?
No, it should be at the back, like at the very back. It should be kind of like these rectangles, except on the other rectangle at the back.
Okay, so is this a physical piece on top of it?
No, it's supposed to be inset a little bit, kind of like the rectangles at the front here.
Okay, gotcha. So we will. Trying to think of how to do this. Because since that came from the other one, I might have to do this in like a kind of bad way because I can't think of a better way to do it. We're going to do this. We're going to extrude that one. And we are going to... Oh, I can do the intersection. There we go. That's the thing that I want. And we will do that up for... How much is 90? A little bit further. Okay, there we go. And then we will go... The merge scope is part 1. There we go. No. That's not right. Because that got rid of everything. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. So I wanted the intersection, but I didn't want I didn't want everything else to disappear. I think I just need to... No, because I would mess up all this. Okay. I can't think of a better way to do this, so I'm just going to do it in a bad way.
Perfectly fine by me.
I hope that's okay with you.
Perfectly fine by me.
So we're going to remove like 200 millimeters. We're just going to cut that slot out, and then we're going to re-extrude it after that up to a depth of like 120, I think. There we go. It's got a little notch.
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. Highly inaccurate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much so. Okay. For the front of the vehicle. All right, cool. Well,
This is a vehicle?
oops. My bad. All right, so for the front, it's a smaller rectangle this time.
Okay.
Smaller than... It is a protrusion, and it is smaller than the initial back part.
Okay.
I'd put it a little lower if I were you.
A little lower? Okay.
A little lower.
That is not going to be center aligned then.
Probably aligned with the bottom edge.
Okay. Okay. Aligned with the bottom edge. Oh, how yay big? About that yay big?
Bigger.
Bigger?
And probably smaller as in like shorter than the initial one, but just as wide.
Okay, so about that, you think?
Taller. 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 There you go.
That is not what you said. Okay, and then we'll get a center point there, and then we will call those two things vertical. That is not what just happened. So
incredibly fun to watch.
I'm forgetting how a lot of these things work. Okay, I'm gonna hide that part. 'Cause I think that's messing me up partially. Why are you like solidified down there? I don't know if I think that might be the problem. We're just gonna delete the rectangle. We'll put a sketch plane on this front face. I don't know why I just said yes to it without even doing anything. I'm just gonna make this like from scratch because I don't want to mess anything up. So 50. Horizontal. There we go. And then another 50 there. And then there's all that. Perfect. And then, so you said you wanted it slightly above the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll do like there. Okay. Is that?
Yep.
Okay. That good? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Still looking at the front.
Yep.
Still looking at the front.
Yep.
On the rectangle you just made, there are 2 circles on either side, kind of towards the edge.
Got some headlights going on, methinks.
And in between those circles, there's a bunch of little there's a bunch of little lines with rounded edges.
Okay. I don't know how I want to do that.
Kind of like an elongated tic tac.
Yeah. Yeah, how do I want to do that? We'll do that, and then we will throw on a 3-point arc. Bam, bam, and we bam.
That's pretty good.
There we go. I don't think there's like a copy paste. Oh, there's a linear pattern. Hold on. Do I need to select it first?
Can you like group everything together first?
I don't know. Okay, there we go. And
That's
then
pretty good.
that's pretty good. And then we'll make them like
And these lines, there are approximately 7 of them.
okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I apologize.
You should be kicked off your own podcast.
My bad. My bad.
Hello, I like money.
Spam call.
Ah, I see.
Unfortunate.
I get those all the time. Don't worry.
So do I. They're quite annoying. I'm not a fan of them. Why are there 2 of them? Oh, wait. Wait. Hold on.
He had a eureka moment.
I did have a eureka moment.
Did you get rid of everything?
I'm so glad there was a restore button there. Otherwise, I would have lost it all. Oh my goodness. This is what happens.
That was almost really entertaining.
This is what happens when you don't know what you are doing.
It's me all the time.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
We're close. I should
Getting
figure
there.
out the magic number. How far apart they need to be.
that's pretty good.
That's like
pretty good.
dead on. That's
pretty
almost
good.
dead on. Okay. That's pretty good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's this guy over here.
Can Can we just delete him?
Yeah, we'll just get rid of him. I'll just kind of scribble him out. There we go.
Oh, all right, lovely.
'Cause I don't really know what I'm doing, so that happens sometimes.
All right, that's pretty much it for the front.
Okay.
Or unless actually no, there's something else we can do. There's above that front part, there's another rectangle that's also going to be slightly inset. It's not as wide. It's not as wide as the car. It's almost there though.
Yes. Okay. Okay, we'll finalize that, and then here's our part.
Oh,
It's so chunky.
yeah.
So, should I chop off a lot of this like front piece? You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
That's what I was also thinking. So we'll do another extrude. We will extrude this. We'll extrude all this, and we will go the opposite direction. We're going to remove. We're going to remove a good chunk of it.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little more.
A little more? Okay, we'll go like 75.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Get rid of that. And then we will extrude again. And this time, unhide sketch 3. And these guys, I think, are just going to be like slight insets.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. I can just flip that. Say that's like, we'll go like 5. Yeah, looks good. And then just remove. Done.
Yeah, looking pretty good to me.
Looking pretty good to me. Okay, what else are we gonna do here?
We'll move on to the last part first, which is fairly simple. At the bottom of this thing, there are 4 circles on either 2 circles on either side.
Okay, yeah. Would you say these circles go probably right here and about here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page. So a sketch plane on this, and then I'm doing a lot of like really bad practice things in this. Like I'm not defining almost anything, but that's okay.
Who cares about bad practice? We're not doing anything of importance at the moment.
This is true. This is just for the funnies. Okay, and then I'm gonna say we will extrude.
I love your creation.
I also love my
It's-
creation. I think that's perfect. Really,
Yeah.
go there, and then mirror. I forget I can do this. That's awesome. I can. If I try to mirror the whole thing, will it break? No, it works perfectly, actually.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else we would like to add to this?
No. No, I think you're good.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. There was a rectangle you mentioned that we didn't do anything with. I'm gonna include that really quick because that was this guy.
Yep.
How do I want to do that? Okay, we'll just flip that, and then we'll also just make this a remove, and we'll say like, okay, so that's touching. So we'll go like a little bit more into that, and call that a remove, and call that good.
Yeah, I'd say that's perfect.
All right. So let me hide the planes so they're not in the way, and then all the sketch planes as well. Hide sketch. Hide sketch.
All right. What do you think this object is?
Is this a Jeep or some kind of car?
Yeah. it is a Jeep Wrangler.
A Jeep Wrangler. I love that. That's awesome. So
See, it occurs to me looking at your like planes, they're weird. So I gave you wrong directions on where the doors and the mirror were supposed to be.
I could tell. I could tell. The mirror.
Yeah, the door mirrors.
That's what these are supposed to be?
I did say there was a arm-like protrusion with a panel on top.
This is true. You said it was at the back.
I said these were near the front, and it occurs to me, I did say when looking at the left, I did say on the left, and then we mirrored it, so it didn't come out properly.
I was like at the back, like. Okay. This is why communication is important, and this is a fantastic exercise. It's about lunchtime for me, so I think that's about all the time we have for today. Thank you for doing this with me. This was
Welcome anytime.
a good bit of practice for me to kind of refresh my skills. It's gorgeous, quite frankly.
It's beautiful. I think this is the best car I've ever seen. I drive this.
I think so. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. Like, if you show this to somebody and you were like, "What is this?" They could probably tell you. They would probably tell you at least.
Do you think
that
they
it's
could
like
tell you it's a Jeep and not just like a car?
I do think they would get Jeep only because of the front. The front is very Jeep-esque.
The front is very Jeep-esque? Okay. All right.
So, yeah, thank you for the good time,
Thank you for
the
inviting me.
laughs, and the little bit of practice on my 3D modeling skills. But that's all the time we have for today.
Thanks for helping me up my communication.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye, everyone.